Welcome to River City Plus. It is the show after the show, the River City After Party. And boy, did we party today.
She's got a look of being partied out.
I'm like, high bun, leggings on. Like, we're settling. I'm getting Thanksgiving ready with this look.
I mean, well, deservedly so. She did a turkey trot before we came in here with a little fitness segment of the show.
Yeah, so Sierra Welch was in here, and our workout turned into like a Hallmark scenario. You know how like sometimes you have drinking games and it's like, oh, every time somebody does this, you have a shot. We were like, okay, instead we'll switch it to like you do some sort of movement. So after you've had all the holiday eats and treats, instead of just like morphing into the couch, like these are things that you could do. So that was what we did. We'll make sure you have it on River City.
Oh, that was the premise? I was on the other side. I was setting up for with some models and stuff. So because I was cracking up. Watching the exit, and you guys were doing the ab one for the longest, and you're like, "Can we do a new move?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's jog." And you're like, "Didn't mean that, but you're a super trooper. You did it."
What? Yeah, I was a super trooper. I'm like, okay, we're all about that like hometown hottie body because I'm like, we are going home and we are making a statement. Everyone's got that like bar that they go to. Ours is called Tattoo Brews. So you go back home,
and that's for everybody that you knew.
Everybody. And I was going to tell you about someone getting stabbed a few things. Never mind. We'll talk about that. Sorry. I like went off on a tangent. I don't have a way to circle back from that. It's Rance, help.
All right. So, yeah, you do that. But so the premise is we're talking about Thanksgiving, obviously. And so I found this thing online from betmassachusetts.com, and it's saying the top 10 topics not to have or discuss at Thanksgiving, and they're all pretty relevant, and the standard. And I don't have a large family here, so I'm not really going to have to deal with that, but there have been instances where I have been with large family, and the fallout from some of these, I just walk away.
My thing is, like, why bring them up in the first place? I mean, obviously we're coming off of a very, like, red, white, and blue year, big election year. Number one, politics.
Can't touch this.
Stay away. So my thing is, like, these are topics to stay away from. You're the king of pivots. How do you pivot out of politics? Uncle so-and-so's come in and,
So that's when Rance goes quiet. I just kind of sit back in the cut. I let them say their piece. It's not a debate worth having because most often than not, people are more focused on being right than actually listening and then just going, you know what? I agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree and keep it moving. But you get people that get so right. It's like, okay, I hear you. But no, you got to understand. No, I'm good. I hear you. And that's where the problems start. And that's actually how you can get into religion, which is also a topic that is not number 2. Do not discuss. Doesn't matter how tight your family is. If you've all been raised up in the religion, somebody in that clique is not vibing, and there's going to be some conversation that.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. But I have to like mentally prepare myself ahead of time because if somebody catches me sideways, I'm like, let me tell you something. You know what I mean? So I like to think of it as like family discussions like that. It's like arguing with someone on Facebook. That's not there. No one's winning. It's just going to go back and forth. And now everyone's mad before deviled eggs are out. Okay. I love to, when somebody says something like that, I'll be like, thank you so much for sharing that with me. And then I'll just switch. I will just go 180 and I'll be like, so where do you stand on like Labradoodles versus, golden retrievers? And they're so thrown off by the question.
Oh, yeah. There's like, wait, what? Or if there's a game on, I just switch it to that. And then they're like, well, we're not talking. And I'm like, well, I don't want to talk about that. So let's go somewhere else.
Or ask them about their expertise. This is a psychologist wrote an article about this on LinkedIn. Ask them about some other part of their expertise. So like, let's say they worked in HVAC and they were talking about politics or they're on a jag about something. And they're like, you know what? I meant to ask you, if you don't change your air filters, is that really like a problem?
Ooh, I like it.
So let them continue to talk about something they're passionate about, but it's something that's not polarizing. Might not be as sexy, but at least no one's throwing things.
That's a record scratch. I see. Relationship statuses again. It was me and my folks, so I was an only child, so it was us 3, and then every now and then we'd go in with my cousins and stuff. So it didn't really have that same effect, but you got a big family.
Big old family, and we have and we are a lovely Southern family with lovely Southern parents. We have lovely Southern surrounding aunts, uncles, and cousins, and we are a family of 3 girls, all over 30. No one's married. No one's been down the aisle. No one has babies. Everyone has college degrees, but no kids. And everyone's got great jobs and no kids. And I'm like, Hank and Reba, and Savannah has Leo. And my parents are like, when are we getting kids? I'm like, no, no, no. You wanted me to girl boss all close to the sun. You told me I had time. So here we are.
Pitter patter. Angel daughters, pitter patter.
They have pitter patter. Hank and Reba have all the legs that go pitter patter around. Mom, Dad, and you're watching. I love you. We'll just pass and go on that this particular holiday season. It's usually not my parents. It's the person you see at the Harris Teeter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They're like, you're just so smart and pretty and talented. Like,
you're not married yet?
Like,
no man just snatched you up.
No.
No
snatching.
There's no snatching. We're not cavemen. Oh, well, that could also pivot into family drama. Relationship status, but I get where you're coming from because, yeah, a lot of the relationship stuff was actually from outside, not directly into the family,
right.
But family drama, again, so with the three of us, I grew up in that family. My folks were from East Texas, South. You did not you were to be seen and not heard, and let a fella buck up. When your pop threatens to kill you, you best believe it will happen. So we did not do that, but as I grew up and started hanging out with friends and other people, going to their houses for family dinners or holiday dinners, it was like, y'all talk about what? This is what we're doing. And the fights, I'm like, that's another one where I'm like, I'm just Homer Simpson folding back into the shrubs.
Right into the shrubs.
I'm like, you talk to your mom like that? Okay.
When people pop off to their parents, I get nervous. Like, I'll walk away. I'm like, no, because my mom will just beam out of somewhere. Nope, I'm not
kidding when he threatened to kill me. He did. Might have been justified. But, yeah, he threatened. I was like, yeah, all I need to hear that. You can't do that these days because everybody's calling it. But, yeah, we learned a lot. But, yeah, there wasn't any family drama in the immediate. Every now and then, though, we'd go with the cousins and stuff. And and it wasn't so much that I witnessed it. I'd hear stories after the fact.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but being around people and when I'm in it, I mean, I'm non-confrontational level 12. And so when things start getting thick, if I don't have to be in it, I'm not. If I don't have a dog in the fight, I'm out.
Yeah, you have taught me that. I used to bring a dog to the fight. I would just show up. I wasn't even invited. I'd be like, I've got your back. And Rance is like, we weren't even, why are we here? So you have taught me a lot of that, which I really appreciate. And my sisters and I, we're like 3 different levels. So, me, I feel like I negotiate the line pretty well as I've gotten older. My younger sister, Savannah, she just goes into teacher mode. She will, she will just organize it. She's going to be in charge. She goes into admin mode. She just has a different way of dealing with things. Alexandria, if you tell her to buckle her seatbelt wrong on the plane, she's going to be like, I don't know why you have an attitude. And I'm like, this is the skies. You have no power here. You need to shut it down.
It's the law.
The amount of times I've been worried that she's going to get put on the pink no-fly list. They're going to be like, Alexandra Barbie can't fly the friendly skies anymore because she gets lippy with authority. And flight attendants, TSA, Ooh. They are the bouncers of the sky. It is
oh, you got a problem? Marshals.
Right. I know. I'm like, Alexandra, she's like, my bag and my pillow. And I'm like, you need to shut it down and sit it down because if not, none of us get to go ho, ho, ho all the way home.
All right, so some of these I'm running down, and I'm like, I don't really see the issues like gas prices and inflation. That's not really
I think just complain about them and move on because you'll get close to politics if you start talking about.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Finances, that can actually get dicey. I can see how, oh, well, your cousin has a job that pays this and that. What are you doing with your life? Surviving?
Trying.
Yeah.
My best.
I got a job.
What are you doing? My best.
I'm not hitting you up for money. Calories dieting. That can get funny. That can be, you're eating Thanksgiving dinners oh, you going to get another plate? Oh, let's go. What's up? You got a problem with my eating on Thanksgiving?
Just stay away from it. Yep. Don't ask. Be like, should we talk to so and so about? No, let their doctor do that. Not your place.
Yeah, right.
Not your place.
Yeah, I don't have a doctor or a PhD in any of that. Or MD. I wouldn't say PhD. Sorry, but veganism. I mean, I guess if you've got somebody that's really on that, don't eat any animal products and stuff, if they're really on it from a soapbox standpoint,
right.
But that kind of goes back up to not necessarily politics, but it's in that vein. It's
right.
It's just you mad about it.
Right.
We're cool.
Yeah.
You know, I get it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm like, go pick at the turkey, don't pick at people. Like, if they're not, kicking up rocks or anything and they're not making it a big deal, like, don't worry about it.
Bring your own vegan food if that's a big deal.
Right.
Bitcoin, college future plans. Actually, that can be a little awkward when the kid is about 17, getting ready to head out. But yeah, these were just a few of ours that we found on betmassachusetts.com. If you have any that you'd like to include, throw those up on our River City Live Facebook page, and we shall discuss. So, hope you guys had a good time with us today. Great show, by the way. Good job.
Crushed it. It was a fun day.
Find that on rivercitylivetv.com. We'll be back tomorrow at 10:15 for River City Plus. You're going to have the Pico Princess.
Yes, we're going to eat good today.
And 9:30, River City Live.